Hi everyone. So today video is all about JSON layout. So in today's video, how we will see what is the use of JSON layout and how can we configure it in our application and what is the benefit of using JSON layout. So in days application, log management is one of the most important thing, right? So if our logs are in proper structured way or in proper format, then searching over those logs and managing those logs is easy for us, right? Like debugging if something some exception happens in your application and you want to search over the exception, then searching that in a JSON formatted log will be easy for us, right? So by using layout, uh, we can enhance the searchability and filtering using any JSON query based tool. Like we can like for example, we can send our logs to Elasticsearch or Kibana or Loki, right? And then we can use this tool to search anything. If we want to like search on the basis of IP or some message, then it will be easy for us. And also parsing logs in a JSON format will be very easy. Like suppose before uh, moving your log to Elasticsearch from your application, you want to do some parsing, you want to do some filtering of logs, you can do that on JSON formatted log very easily. So these are some of the benefit of using JSON layout. So now let's go through the parameters first. Like we have first parameter which is complete. So the complete parameter will print the whole JSON uh, output of our log event. Then compact, if the value is true, the appender does not use end of the line. Default it is false, so we need to enable it. Then we have event eol. If by default it is false, if it is true, then it will uh, append at the end of every record or every log event, it will append a comma. Okay, then we have properties, we will talk about this. Okay, then we have location info. So let's just code, see and understand all those parameters and how to configure it. So in previous video we configured failover append with Kafka and console, so I am leveraging that only. Assuming you have log4j configured on your system properly, so let's just start. Okay, before that let me show you JSON layout first. So this is the JSON layout, right? So it extend abstract JSON layout. So here you can see we have all the parameters like compact, complete, EOL. Then we have additional field which is key value pair field, which I will talk about uh, later. Okay, so let's just configure the layout. So I'm using console appender, and instead of pattern I will be using JSON layout here. Let's just right. So let's see the default behavior by running the application. Okay, by default it is not printing or printing anything, right? Oh, okay, sorry, we are referring to log wrong appender. Let's see now. So default it is printing our log in this format, where instant is a time, then thread name, then logger name, then thread ID and thread priority, right? So let's use this parameter. And let's make it let's print complete log, and let's print our log in pt format. So compact will print our log in pt format. Like now, right now it is printing in this format. After setting compact to, it will print our log in single line. Let's copy this as well. Right now it is printing each JSON is as a single line. Let's append a separator as well. Now let's see. So now you can differentiate between each log line, right? Each JSON object. So this is the last JSON object. Let's check any. Let's check it on any JSON formatter. Right, this is the JSON format it is printing. So this is the message, then the logger name, then the thread and thread ID. So we have other properties as well, like complete. If we set this property to true, then it will include the thread context as well. By default it is false, so let's include it. Now let's check our logs. Now let's see the difference. So it has added I think one new field. It has added context map field, right? So what is the use of context map here? So Log4j framework use MDC, or you can say thread context map, to print data associated to thread. So we can just use it, like we can put some variable in our thread context. So I have push or added a trace ID, right? So you can add more data to thread context. So what is the use of thread context or MDC here? So let's suppose you have an application and you have created a filter. So at a filter level, you want to add some trace ID or user ID in log, because that data you cannot pass down to method, right? So you can add that variable to a thread context, and each log line will print that uh, data. So it will be easy for you to debug the log based on that ID. It can be user ID or trace ID. Let's suppose here I have injected a service, and then I'm calling that service method, and I cannot pass this trace ID in that method, right? So the logs inside that method will not have trace ID. So that's why I'm using thread context here, so that the MDC map will have this trace ID, and that trace ID will be added to all the log event and processed by this thread only, right? So I am adding it here. So now we need to include the key value pair as well. As you can see, the JSON layout, which is abstract JSON layout, uses key value pair. Okay, so I'm doing that here. Let's just add key value pair. What is the value of it? This is the value. We can, like, it is a array, we can include multiple key value pair. We just need to provide the name. You can copy it, something like this. You can create your own key value pair. You need to define key and the value, right? Right. So I'm printing trace ID here, and I will be getting it from context or CDC map. Let's check the variable again, user ID. Okay, let's restart the application and check. Let's hit this API. There is some issue with the key value pair. Let's check it once more. Okay, still I'm getting the issue. Oh, so I was using push. We should have used put instead of push. Let's try with put now. It should work now. It is coming as this because this value is not present, and let's try to run it. Okay. So these are our new logs which we have printed in this method, right? And all this log have trace ID and user ID, right? So we can leverage MDC with the JSON format, and we can use it, right? User ID and trace ID. Let's do one thing. Let's remove the property part here. Now let's try to run again. Now it is not showing us the context map here, right? Now let's trigger the API again. Now it is the key value pair is picking data from MDC only, right? Now your new JSON have the same data for MDC, but the field context map is not there anymore, right? But you have two new field, which is trace ID and user ID. So you can get rid of this duplicacy by disabling the property. And if you want to if you want to print the whole context map, then you can use property equal to type. So that's how JSON layout actually work. So in next video we will, so this JSON layout is actually deprecated. You can still use it if you want, but it is deprecated now. So in next video we will cover JSON template layout, which is easy to configure and which have more flexibility and functionality as compared to JSON layout. So we will cover that in next video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe.